Hi everyone, Brian Kroll here at Niagara Falls right now, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Very beautiful horseshoe-shaped falls that creates just a really amazing mist here. And I thought that this would be the perfect location for me to shoot one of my videos. I'm going to try to make it quick. This time we are discussing the topic of living in a liberated fashion. I feel as though the mist here really is a great symbol of this concept of liberation and becoming finally free from your own limitations. Many people in many countries feel as though they live in a free political system. That doesn't mean that they are not living a limited lifestyle where there are limitations imposed upon them by themselves and by the socio-political paradigm that they live in, okay? There's a lot of social conditioning and cultural programming that is in place purposely to stifle people economically, psychologically, socially, and otherwise, okay? So it is my mission to help people achieve more socio-political, psychological, spiritual, financial, and whatever other types of freedom that they want to have. And I see so many great examples of people living in a stifled way, financially, people not having the money to do what they want to do because they're kind of trapped in this consumerist paradigm, which is actually just a black hole for people and is just meant to create people that are feeding the government and the powers that be with their money. And I see so many people who are psychologically stifled and socially stifled as well. People like my own father, who has been a motivating factor for me as well, because he lives a very stifled life. He's always paranoid about, am I doing something wrong? What do people think about me? And that's really no way to live. I feel as though people need to let go of all of their thoughts about what they might be doing wrong, stuff like that, things that are programmed in their mind because of social conditioning, so that they can achieve a greater sense of freedom and liberation from their own adverse emotions and mental constructs, because it's really all that it is a construct of your own mind. Reality is a construct, and I'll see 2 types of people in this world: people who are living a liberated life in which they can achieve success because they are living liberated mentally from these sorts of social conditioning and paradigms that are imposed upon them, and then people who are living a limited life, either in their success financially, professionally, or socially, or whatever it is. People who are limited and not achieving the success, not achieving the amount of pleasure and enjoyment they want to get out of life. They're always psychologically stifled, and that's no way to live. That's no way to live. And these people are doing so because they don't realize that it is in fact a choice. It is not a choice to become programmed in this way originally. I understand that. It's something that happens starting when we're children, and we have to go through this social conditioning in where our parents bring us up, where our teachers teach us, and the things that we learn. The way that we're socially conditioned by the social and political paradigm that we live in. These things are not our choices, of course, but it is our choice to either break free of them or not when we become free thinkers. And some people don't even become free thinkers to begin with, and that is a choice as well. It's a choice to either continue to live in the same paradigm that you were programmed with originally, or to start becoming an independent thinker. And some people choose to become independent thinkers, and some people choose to just continue thinking everything that they were programmed with. And usually the people who continue thinking the things that they were programmed with are not able to achieve greater freedom and greater enjoyment and success in their life. And the people who become independent thinkers are usually able to achieve a greater sense of liberation and freedom in their life, and then just more success and more livelihood on top of that, okay? So what you need to do is find that individuality and that inspiration inside of yourself to become a free thinker, first and foremost. And then through that, find the strength to break free of social conditioning and cultural programming that has been imposed upon you, so that you can become a more liberated person and live a more liberated, free lifestyle where you're able to think what you want to think and do what you want to do regardless of what you think others might think of you and whatever cultural norms or social conditions you might be going against. because that is one of the greatest fears of people is their reputation. What are others thinking of me when I'm doing these things? Am I doing the norm, or am I going against the norm? Most people don't want to be caught going against the norm. That's what is called taboo. And most people worry about their reputation and if they are doing something wrong in the social or cultural sense. And that holds most people back from achieving what they want to achieve with their life, doing what they want to do with their life. So you have to break free of that social condition and that cultural programming so that you can just do what you want to do, okay? You're only going to do this by having a greater sense of individuality and the internal validation to follow your heart and do what you want to do in your life, regardless of what other people might think of it. And when you can find that strength inside yourself, that internal validation to just follow your heart and do what you want to do and live the way that you want to live, regardless of what other people think of you, that is true freedom, and you will get the most pleasure and enjoyment out of life and have the most success in life that you can possibly have when you do that. So I hope that this has been inspirational for you and helpful for you. Once again, I'm Brian Kroll here at the beautiful Niagara Falls, and just try to live more freely from the social conditioning, like this mist here, just rising up above everything, transcending that baseline existence, that sort of threshold level that most people exist at, and achieve a greater, higher sense of consciousness where you are rising above what is called the consensus thinking, or the group think, so that you can exist on a higher level.
That concludes this video. Thanks for listening. I hope I mansplained that good enough for you. If you like what you heard, please click the like button. And if you feel you gained some value from this video and would like to give some back, please do so with the PayPal link below, because your support helps fund me doing this work and fight the good fight for men like you. If you are ready to take the red pill and wake up from the matrix, well then, I have the perfect book for you. The Bible of Esoteric Knowledge is a super concise, dense, info-packed philosophy textbook, written in the same verse format as the Bible, but combining multiple different, highly esoteric philosophies such as Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism, ancient paganism, and a special balance between theoretical physics and metaphysics, along with some special bonus info on the cryptic secrets of sexuality and death. This book will stimulate your intellectual philosopher's mind like no other, especially since it's a lot shorter and easier to read than most philosophy books made up entirely of run-on sentences and never-ending paragraphs, and, can be quite boring and exhaustive. Full of all the most fascinating mystical secrets of the universe, gratify your inner geek and quench your thirst for meaning with the Bible of Esoteric Knowledge. Get your copy at the link below for a special sale price today. Enlightenment has never been so easy.